right, we back once again. Free community algo. Now, this is cool. This algo was created by some guy named Lemon, so shout out to this guy, whoever he is. But he basically created like a Bollinger Band EMA type of system here, where it's going to give you a buy or sell off of this EMA, this 8 EMA. And what I like about this is this panel that comes with it, where it's going to give you the volatility, the volume during that candle, the RSI, which I'm not a huge fan of RSI, but it is useful, and depending on your trading style, and then the sentiment. And then it's going to give you this little multiple time frame trend panel as well. So I kind of like just how clean it is. You got the 8 EMA, which is this white. You get the green EMA, which is it's a 200 EMA, and then you got the Bollinger Band. And then I put in this multiple time frame open close range, which is going to show yesterday's range, and then the opening close. So this is the previous open, which ended up being the yesterday's close, the previous day's close, which became this open, and then this is the previous close. So yeah, nice little supports that get built there, coming right into this 200 EMA. We are still bullish. The sentiment actually, the indicator for the MMRI, which is a market risk indicator based on this formula here, which tells you whether or not we're risky or not risky, risky or not. Yeah, basically, it actually went down. So it actually became less risky to own equities today, just because I think of this little sell-off here. This little thing blew off a little steam, which created a move too, if you guys follow the market move, which actually it broke a pattern of like 9 bullish days in a row, 9 bullish patterns in a row. I was expecting a move 1, which would have been a gap up and go. They broke that pattern early, which led me to believe that it was a move 2 that was in place, which is a topping pattern. And so I was not surprised to see a move 2. And what was happening as this was trying to break up over this 45.90, so the VIX was actually exactly flat. So not exactly what you want to see as we're trying to break out is the VIX moving up or flat. So anyways, expecting a move down. I was definitely playing this move down. And I wasn't quite sure if they were going to be able to pull off a move 7 where we ended up closing higher. They definitely faked everybody out, and they basically held this market just in this nasty little updrift. And then they popped it there at the end, about 6 or 7 points, and then cratered it right at 50. Which, if you day trade, around 250 central is when some more volume and volatility that market on close orders, those kind of things start going through, and creates a big move. So obviously it was a big sell into the close. It's not necessarily bad because they just closed it yesterday at yesterday's highs and opens. So it wasn't even that bad of a close, even though they broke the patterns. I think it was just kind of a cool off move. Like everybody, hey, chill out. Obviously Tesla had been going a little nutty, opening up here and literally popping like 70 points. It definitely needed a little cool off. Now these are topping patterns, these head and shoulders that are happening. Like a move 11s and move 2s that are happening here. And so I'm looking for more volatility in the future, but I'm not exactly bearish. I want to be bearish, which means I probably shouldn't be. I shouldn't be playing the bear side until, but I was getting a little euphoric there at the top, and I wish I would have gone heavier on the sell, but I wasn't quite sure if they were going to be able to pull off the move 1, which would have definitely taken us up a lot higher. But next time I will be prepared, because this type of situation, I've seen this situation maybe 10 or 15 times where they break it up into all-time highs and then they sell, and then that's when they rug pull everybody. So it was definitely on edge. If you see my other videos, I was saying I was buying puts as we were moving up 2 days ago. I was expecting some volatility because of the option flow that was coming through. It was like 9 days in a row super bearish on SPY, and we were ripping higher, and then all of a sudden we break all-time highs in SPY and hold, and the sentiment on the options flow goes full on bullish. So that was a big red flag for me as far as being a bull, even though I was prepared to go with it if they wanted to go ahead and do like some kind of blow off top or something, which would, it would have been nice to catch everybody up here in like the 4600, 4605 range, and then crater it overnight. But that's not the game. That's not the game right now. The game is like, feels like it's melt up or flat overnight, and then early pull, early to mid morning pull, and then a buy. That kind of seems what's happening lately. So I'm just going to continue to expect that type of move. Now the MOBADEX, which is the unusual options activity index, it's gone from 2400 to minus 1653 to 270 to 149, basically flat. So there's nothing of interest there as far as unusual activity happening across the spectrum. Flow is mixed, so it went from extreme bearish to one day extreme bullish to mixed. So people are not sure what's going on today because of this, basically this pull in the early morning. And so they just brought it back to basically Friday's highs, which is no big deal. So now they're pulling in a sell here. So this algo here is kind of nice just because it's just going to give you a nice little framework to work with. And if you learn how to use a system and you get good with it, then any system can work, I think. So I'm just messing around with it, seeing if I like it. Futures are fairly easy to trade, I would say, versus trying to trade options and stuff. So using a nice simple system like this might work. So I'm just going to test it out. I haven't tried an EMA system for a long time with futures. So if this works, it would be nice just to have one indicator. I can cancel my premium Tradingview and I can just have the two indicators up there and just be able to just trade futures stress-free. So that's kind of my goal here with this. And that's free. So just type in TV Community Algo. I'll leave this link in the chat. And if you guys like this video, let me know. Leave a comment if you guys want some more of this stuff. I'm trying to just do like a couple videos a day, just going over the broad market, that kind of stuff, and give you guys some ideas of where everything is at. So I'm still bullish, me personally. Unfortunately, I want to be bearish, but I think a lot of the bulls were caught off guard here, and then they'll probably rip it again tomorrow. We'll see what the after hours looks like. They do have this support here. If this support breaks, I'm going to lean bearish here, but until that breaks, I'm bullish, at least into tomorrow. So hope you guys have a good night, and hope you made some money today. Peace.